Yo YouTube, hope y'all boys doing good cause I'm good. Hey man, we back at it again man. Today we're gonna be reacting to a crazy one. We're gonna basically be reacting to 5 big reasons Lamine Yamal did not win the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, I know, I feel like a lot of y'all thought he was gonna take it. For some moment I thought he was gonna take it, but then I saw what like Dembele did for like that whole season, what he did, and I was like, it was just kind of obvious. But let's just react to the video though. Let me not say too much. Yeah, let's get it.
After months of speculation and all sorts of conversation, the prestigious award came down to a head-to-head battle between Lamine Yamal and Ousmane Dembele. But eventually, the Frenchman pipped the Spaniard for the big prize. It was a truly emotional night for Dembele, winning the award the first time he was nominated, and after all the many injury woes he had suffered in his career. The truth is that both those guys are very fine players who had very great seasons, and they were each very deserving of the award. But there are a few reasons why the teenager didn't get the award this time, and that's what...
Bro, okay, wait, before we start to the video, bro, one thing I have to say is that, boy, Yamal still has a very, very long career. Like, boy, this dude's career is like, bro, he's only 18. Mind you, he's still gonna be 28 playing, and that's 10 years from now. Imagine how many nominees he would have gotten in a 10-year time span. Imagine how many awards he would have achieved, bro. So like I'm telling you, bro, Yamal is probably gonna get more Ballon d'Ors than Ronaldo, Messi, bro. I know it might sound crazy saying that now, but trust me, like, mark my words, we can bet on this shit. I swear, I promise, he's gonna get more Ballon d'Ors than Ronaldo and Messi. Like I'm trying to tell you, just watch, just let him cook, let him cook. That's not even glaze, I swear. That's
We're
not
here
even
to
glaze.
talk about. These are 5 reasons why Lamine Yamal lost the Ballon d'Or. First of all, the most obvious reason was trophies. Yes, Barcelona won 3 trophies in the 2024-25 season, but the person he was competing against won more, including the biggest one in club football. Dembele literally completed the European treble after he helped PSG win the UEFA Champions League for the first time in their history. So despite the fact that Lamine got to the semis of the Champions League and put up big performances in that competition, it would have been very difficult, near impossible, to beat a player who also put up big performances, scored big goals, and then went one further by actually winning the big trophy, especially when there was no major international tournament in the summer. The third...
Oh hell no. Guys, come on, subscribe so we don't have to watch ads anymore, bro. This is tech. But subscribe so we don't have to watch ads more, bro. This is embarrassing.
The third reason is a lot crazier than the second. But before we get to all that, if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, go do that right away so you never miss out on our amazing content. Now, here's the second reason Lamine missed out on the big award. He just did not have enough individual awards. While he was obviously amazing in every competition he played in, Lamine Yamal just didn't stand out as the best in any of them. He wasn't the best player or goal scorer in the Champions League, wasn't the best player or the highest goal scorer in La Liga. Heck, he wasn't even the best player or highest goal scorer in his own team. So how then was he going to be named the outright best player in the world? Dembele, on the other hand, was named the best player in the Champions League and Ligue 1. He also finished as the top scorer in the French league. So he was definitely standing on a higher ground than his former Barcelona teammate. In this sense, you could even say that Rafinha might have a better candidate for the award from the Barcelona camp, but we'll get to that later. For now, let's look at one of the criteria which might have worked against Lamine Yamal. One of the criteria is class and fair play on and off the pitch, and it's pretty obvious that Dembele clears Lamine Yamal in that category. Now, don't get it twisted, we're not of the opinion that Lamine is arrogant, pompous, or any of those things his haters say. He's just a very confident and outspoken kid, and there's nothing wrong with that. But we believe that there's a campaign against him on the internet to try and smear his image and make him look worse than he actually is, and that might have worked against him. You see, the journalists who vote for these awards are human beings who use social media and are swayed by a lot of the things that go on there. So, with the narrative being heavily pushed that Lamine Yamal is too flamboyant, arrogant, and is an a-hole, we won't be surprised if that swayed a few voters. And this doesn't mean that Lamine will never touch the award, but considering it was very tight this year and he was the underdog having not won the Champions League, this very likely worked against him to further reduce his chances. Now, remember we made a video some months back telling you why Lamine Yamal won't win the Ballon d'Or this year. Well, this next point is one of the reasons we gave in that video. You see, the Barcelona community didn't seem to make up their mind about who was going to be their candidate for the award until very late. For much of the season, Rafinha was the front runner for the award, and he had absolutely everything on his side. He had goals, assists, and individual awards. He was named La Liga Player of the Season, finished as the Champions League top scorer, equaled Cristiano Ronaldo's record for most goal contributions in a single Champions League season, and scored just as many goals as Dembélé. If he was pushed as the main candidate all the way to the end, maybe he'd have given the Frenchman a better run for his money. In fact, at some point, there was a brief push for Pedri to win the Ballon d'Or. But after Lamine's performances against Inter Milan in the semi-finals of the Champions League, the whole community switched to push Lamine Yamal, which was how he ended up finishing second. But amidst all of that, some purists felt like Rafinha was being treated unfairly, and some of those Barcelona-affiliated votes that should have gone to Lamine probably ended up going to Rafinha, reducing the Spaniards' already slim chances. Dembélé, meanwhile, was always the one and only candidate from PSG.
Bro, one thing I can say is that even if Rafinha got that position where he was nominated, he wouldn't beat Dembélé, boy. Thing about Dembélé is like he's a way better player than Rafinha. And I'm not even trying to like, I know this might offend some of y'all, but that's my personal opinion, bro. And like even the stats say that he's better, bro. He's just a better player. He would have not won that Ballon d'Or, boy.
Mentioned different names or tried to be political with their answers. Finally, the simple truth is that Lamine just did not score enough goals in the 2024-25 season. We all know that the Ballon d'Or has become mostly about goals, and if it's between two attackers, then goals will always be a massive factor. Last year was different because it was between an attacker and a midfielder, but two attackers going head to head. How could goals not be a big factor? Last season, Lamine scored just 21 goals across all competitions for Barcelona and the Spain national team. Dembélé, meanwhile, scored 36 goals across all competitions for PSG and the France national team, and on top of that, he had a golden boot to show for it. So it wasn't even close in that aspect. The particular fact that Lamine scored just 9 league goals all season was often used against him in online discourse, so yeah, it was surely a big factor in him losing the award. And it appears that the man himself understands this was a weak point for him in this year's award, which is why he has tried to improve on his goal scoring in the new season. He said in an interview that he is actively working on improving that aspect of his game, and we have already seen it. He's attempting more shots per game, demanding penalty duties both in Spain and Barcelona, and he's even now taking free kicks as well. He seems to know that as an attacker, if he wants to win the Ballon d'Or in the future, then his goal scoring numbers will have to be a lot better. So,
and like that's something he can do, like no glaze. That is genuinely something he can achieve, like with ease. Like he can genuinely achieve that in his career, bro. I feel like him being at his age also plays like a big part of his career, bro. Like, dog, yeah, boy, Yamal has so much time. Like, yo, boy, he has genuinely so much time to do stuff, bro. Like, imagine when he's 21, bro. Just imagine how good he's going to be at age 21, bro. And like he's one of those players that like I don't think he's gonna fall off. Like I remember Rashford, like we all had remember when like Rashford's career was still like early and he was still starting up. We had like very high expectations for him, and then he just kind of went downhill. But like with Yamal, bro, we can just tell, bro, he's not going downhill anytime soon, bro. I'm trying to tell you, unless he gets an STD.
Perhaps Lamine Yamal himself won't be so mad that he missed out on the Ballon d'Or this year. Well, those are the 5 reasons we think Lamine Yamal lost the 2025 Ballon d'Or to Ousmane Dembélé. Do you agree with these reasons? Do you think there are more? Tell us in the comments. Also, what did you think of the awards this year? Were they totally fair? Was there any robbery in any of the categories? Share your opinions with us. And about Lamine Yamal himself, do you think he'll still win the Ballon d'Or? How many Ballon d'Or awards do you think he'll retire with when his career is over?
Man, probably 10. I'm saying 10. I'm giving a prediction of 10 Ballon d'Ors in his career.
Many years from now. Talk to us. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumb.
Well, there you have it. That's the end of the video, bro. How many Ballon d'Ors do I genuinely think Yamal is gonna win in his career? As I said, probably 10, most likely 10. He has a very long career still ahead of him. Like, he's gonna, bro, that nigga is so great, bro. He still has, bro, that kid still has a very long career, bro. Like, he's going to be great, trust me. And like, yeah, man, I mean, like, I feel like it was kind of fair, man. Dembele did, bro, he most def deserved to win that award. Most def deserved to win that award. Yeah, man, it was good, nothing too crazy. Leave your opinions in my comments. I'd like to see what you guys think, and if you made it this far, please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 500 subs, bro. Even one sub will really make my day, bro. Please, even one sub. So please just subscribe, and yeah, let's get to it.